You know, again, this weekend's been about the AQ and a championship. We had an opportunity to regular season and fell short. So I think this is a second opportunity here. You know, with the selection show Sunday, we really want to take this out of anybody else's hands, and we want to compete hard for this automatic qualifier, and more importantly, our first Big Ten championship.
Was the grass different for? I guess it's different for everybody. A little wet. Was it a factor at all?
No, I don't think so. You know,
No.
I thought our grounds crew here does such an amazing job. It's one of the best fields in the country in terms of the surface. So it wasn't something we spent a whole lot of time on. It's not something you can necessarily control. I thought the footing was pretty good. I think ground balls are the biggest key, and you know, we were able to get 37 of those last night. I was really proud of the way our men competed on the ground.
How important is it that this thing's being played at home, and as you guys go into the final? Will that help with the home crowd?
Well, we haven't lost at home this year, you know, so I think that we've been successful here in front of our home crowd. You know, I think for our men, the opportunity to showcase what is championship lacrosse, you know, here in Ohio, and what we're trying to build here in Ohio. The sport's really taken off. It's great for the community, you know, so I think it's a win for everyone, and we're certainly hopeful that Saturday night's a reflection of that, and a chance for just a lot of aspiring Buckeyes, but future lacrosse players to come out and see some great lacrosse being played right here in Ohio.
Do you think the fact that you have a number of weapons doesn't allow them to sit down on LeClaire or someone else?
Well, I mean, listen, Maryland right now, I think everyone's got them number one in their polls, and there's a good reason for that. They're very well balanced. They're very well coached. You know, looking back on our last game with them, we got to get out to a better start than we did. Trey was held scoreless, you know, in that game, not a point, you know. So I think that we were able to get a win without Trey really being involved, and I think that's a credit to, you know, other guys being ready to step up, you know, and different guys, you know, being threats. And I do think that balance has really been positive for us.
How much confidence does this team have after being a team like Denver and Maryland, you know, at home, as you mentioned, undefeated at home? How much confidence does this team have going into this game?
I think they're confident. You know, I also think they're humbled by the task at hand. You know, we're looking at a team that's played a ranked opponent for the last 7-8 weeks consecutively. So, you know, I think they understand that you got to kind of enjoy that one briefly and then move on to the next challenge. And that's what it's been here for us, you know, for the last couple months. So this is now, when you get into May, you realize that these games just heighten a bit, and with an opportunity with a championship on the line, the men certainly have a sense of urgency and are focused on what it's going to take to try to compete and win on Saturday night.
How does it feel to be one win away from one of your goals in winning the Big Ten?
You know, we've been here before. I mean, 2 years ago, we had a chance at the regular season and the tournament and fell short in both those situations. And then again, you know, just last week we had a chance. So I think this is kind of our fourth shot at what could be a Big Ten championship. So I think everybody understands the opportunity that's there, and you want to finish.